Hey there everybody, welcome back to the Getting Dirty Off-Road channel. Today we're gonna mess around with the pulling truck some more. Gonna talk about this pilot bearing. Before we get into that, I've been thinking about what to call this thing. Now, I'm not real sure. I've been kicking around the name Rattle-Can. You guys let me know what you think about that. Unless you got some other ideas. I think Rattle-Can's fitting for the way it's getting rebuilt. Anywho, we're going to address the pilot bearing for this guy. So, right here is the pilot bearing. Now this is one with the fancy needle bearings inside. Some of them they're just a brass bushing. This guy will go right here on the end of the transmission input shaft. Now that goes in the back side of the crankshaft, keeps this shaft in line and true, gives it something to ride on here on the front side. Our only problem with that is we currently have nothing to put it in. So I think we're going to go up to heaven and find us something to put this pilot bearing into. Stay with us. So, we have found what we want. Way back in there. Not sure how we're going to get it out of here. We're definitely going to get started. It's either a 78 or a 79 based on paperwork we found inside. But it's the Chevy 454. So, as long as there ain't a hole in the block, we'll take it. So I managed to fit my healthy self underneath of here. I'm gonna start on this drive line, I guess. Might be able to use parts of it for the demo car, so get it off the rear end here. Then I'll work my way forward. Okay, I've got the drive line out of the way. So now I'm going to move on to the transmission mount. Just pop them couple of bolts out of there. Let's see if we can get this sucker loose out here underneath. So now we're going to take that speedometer cable off right there. Well, I can't get it with my hands here, so we didn't bring any pliers either, so I guess we're just gonna cut it, which is what I'm gonna do to the exhaust pipes right now. Well, done messing around with it. Disconnected. And that's exactly how we're going to disconnect the exhaust. One is done. Two is done. As far as laying underneath of this, I am done. Alright, I've had enough of laying underneath of this thing.
You're just cutting it down the floor?
Cutting it right here. Right here. Taking that whole piece out of the way. Then I'll reach down for the rest of what I need.
Nice.
Alright, now we're working from the top. My son's in the front, smashing it, and I'm in the back doing the same.
What's this one?
Ouch. Hold on.
Black one.
Hold on.
Rattle.
Get the shift linkage off. I don't know if this bracket will work for us or not, but that's fine to decide. Well,
It's in the way up here. I'm just gonna pull it straight out. Oh, I can't. Never mind.
take that bolt out and then you can. Now, if it ain't clear by now, we have no idea what we're doing. We're gonna do it anyway.
What size is that?
7/16. There you go.
One thing's for sure, I will never be a motor home.
Oh, they are not fun to work on. Trust me when I tell you that. I pretended one time.
For good, Grandpa?
No. Okay, see this line right there? What is that?
I don't know. It's not hooked to anything.
Cut that little strap and take that metal clamp off and whatnot so I can just pull it back here, because I think it goes into I think that's an external oil filter. So it has one on the engine, and then these lines go up there for another housing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's this for?
It's ground cables right here. So you can take this whole pump off.
Okay.
But feed me this other cooler line.
Okay, cool.
The problem is it's kind of behind that shifter hoodus. My work. So yeah, these either went to an oil cooler or an external oil filter.
Yeah.
Being in this motorhome, maybe it was a cooler. I don't know. I just really don't know.
Well, like nothing's hooked up yet, so.
Well, that's because someone has robbed some stuff up there. Lucky for us, they left the engine. It must have a hole in it.
Probably.
Track these lines.
I think they go to I don't know if this is like the brake box, steering box, whatever it is.
Well, it's hydraulic brake.
So I'm pretty sure this is a brake reservoir.
Right, so the lines run off the power steering for a hydraulic assistance on the brake system.
Okay, so which one are you looking for? This one?
That one right there.
See, that's hooked into this.
So we need to take that off.
Do you got like 11/16 wrench, Andy?
And then where does this one go?
That's out here. This is a power steering reservoir.
So that's the reservoir for the pump.
So this is just a piece of metal, I think.
Yeah, but those lines are wrapped around it.
These ones?
Yeah.
This one I can take off right here with just a screwdriver.
So take that one off first.
Okay.
What was it?
Like I'm 11/16, I'm assuming.
I don't have one that big. And I'm gonna take the tranny lines off. Hopefully without destroying them. Once again in the praying position. And now I'm praying that I don't mess up this transmission line.
Okay, I got that one line off for you.
Aha! I was able to get these without twisting them. Yay.
You're moving something up here.
The cooler lines for the tranny, which we're gonna go ahead and try to slip those out of here. You know, demo car stuff. See, we never go after just one thing. We're always looking at what else can be used. So now, see if you can fish those out of there at all.
My way?
Well, what kind of mess is it in? It's between the engine and the frame? Probably.
I think it's between the engine and the... Yeah.
So, you got bends on your end, don't you?
Yeah, but...
I do on this end too.
On this end.
Well, let's just let them sit there, and then when we pick the engine out,
Okay.
we'll just grab those. Because I'm sure we'll need them.
This is just some more ground cable, this whole thing.
Yeah, so that whole compressor can come off. Let's finish up with this mess though. You got this one off?
Yeah. I can't get this off that right there.
So take it off the other end.
Just left that.
No, that one stays. We want that. We'll have to have that one unless we run a different pump. But this one right here,
Okay.
yeah. So that return line, just undo the clamp there and take it off. Yeah, that one that has the reservoir on it,
Yeah.
has got a... Oh no, it had a screw in it. It's just the screw's missing. I thought it was one of those. Thought it was one of those crimp style things. You took the screw out?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make sure you put that back in. You got those dikes?
Yeah, and I just whipped power steering fluid all over me.
Well, you'll have that.
Do you need this one off right here?
Is that? Yeah, that goes to the pump too. So yeah, that one too.
I like those ratchets.
Yeah, I prefer the rounded handled ones too. I had one of those square ones upsetting me on that blue and silver truck. I'll probably fight with it another 3 or 4 or 5 more years, but it needs the garbage can.
That's just I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna cut it right there because we don't need it, right?
Whatever you gotta do.
Remember those dikes. Yeah, I think we have that whole mess done.
Okay,
Okay,
so,
we got one more right here.
huh?
Oh, never mind, I got it off.
Okay, so now I need you to take the
This.
yeah, grab your best friend over there and find you a good spot closest to the frame you can get without whacking those hoses and such, and let it eat. Okay, we had to chop that so we don't catch all the power steering lines on it. We'll have to figure out what exactly we'll need as far as that power steering system goes, maybe even a different pump, but might as well take what's here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that chopped out. Now we need to get this, let's get that compressor out of the way. Now, take that whole bracket off. Is that, yeah, that whole thing is like a custom thing just for this. We won't need it. And if we do, throw it over there where you remember it was.
Okay.
Anything you want to say to my fabulous fan base?
Not really. I don't even know where it's at.
That's how I'm gonna get you, is you don't know where it's at. Okay, so I got this one on the corner off. Looks like you're gonna have one underneath.
Underneath it? It's like right there.
Nope, there's not one in it. So just those two on the front now. You never know, we may need a bolt or two. That's a freaking breather tube, eh? Good grief. I don't even know how I'm gonna plug that hole.
I don't know. It just fell.
Might have been a spacer or something.
Can you pick that up?
Okay.
You just want to set that down on my lap.
That's still hooked.
Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second.
Here. Here.
It'll come out right now. There you go.
That'll do.
Sweet.
Now we can actually see some of what looks like an engine. Okay, now fold that back here. Yeah, those can probably just dangle. We'll just swatch them. What is this? Fuel line?
Yep.
Can you take it off that pump down there? It's sticking up kind of. And
This thing looks stripped.
there, you got it. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those things. You ever seen an engine run on the floor?
Run on the floor?
Yeah.
Like in a motorhome?
No, run on the floor like in the shop on the floor.
We did an auto one day.
Did you now?
Yeah. It didn't run very good
Why not?
because we needed to rebuild it.
Oh,
It was out of a Honda Civic.
I have a feeling this is going to be the same sort of deal here. But everything's here except for the carburetor and the alternator, so it's a good place to start.
This has got some old fuel on it.
Oh, I'm sure. Did you get it?
Yep.
Throw it.
Did you just cut it?
No, it was already cut. Whoever jacked the carb cut it. Actually, you probably should keep that in because it does thread in there. Whew, that is some old milk jug gasoline there. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay. I think the fuel pump's in the way of you getting that motor mount bolt.
We don't need this bottom radiator, do we?
Maybe. Can you just fold it up over frame there? It's back. Come on, put some man on it.
I really do not know what's going on here.
That's obvious. Alright, can you see the motor mount on this side, the bolt?
Yeah.
See if you can get that. See if I can get these exhaust pipes off. It might help us. I already caught them, but maybe I can get them off the manifolds. How'd that feel?
Splendid.
You know, one of these days you'll start looking at what you're gonna hit yourself on.
Sure did tighten these enough.
You getting it to go?
No.
Well, It might be spinning on this backside.
I can't even get it to twist.
I'm gonna have to get some more extension out there.
Oh, I got plenty.
Probably going the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
Are you serious?
No, I wasn't, but...
Ouch. Back to praying over these exhaust nuts now. Got one, I usually break them all. Now that I said that, of course, I'm sure I will. You know what I could do to plug that hole, that gigantic hole in the valve cover?
What?
Put some of them fancy ones on.
I thought this was a Rattle-Can valve.
Yeah, but we're gonna need all the horsepower we can get, you know?
I don't know what this is, but it's hanging on the side of the engine.
That is the oil pressure sending unit, whatever, Hootis. Where was it hanging at?
Well, it wasn't hanging. I had to unscrew it, but it was in the way of this motor mount.
Oh. So it belongs on the side up there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering where it was when I didn't see it back here.
Oh my lord.
You praying up there too?
Yeah. I'm gonna pass out up here.
No, we have a pipe for that. Did you bring it?
No.
Make sure that isn't welded to the mount.
So,
The nut side might be welded and then you have to take the bolt side out.
I got it to spin a little bit, but...
Try again.
Do you feel it?
No. Turning?
Yeah.
Oh, there you're just now. Hold on. So now you're just starting to turn that bolt, so I'll have to get a wrench on it. After I smash all of my fingers on this.
Yeah, I can't see that engine mount with the fuel bowl in the way.
You can't see that other nut with that pump in there. Alright.
I could just take this off. And
Well, I can get it from back here. Okay. One straight pipe.
So you're about to throw that right into the side of your truck.
Well, you can't throw that far. What are you thinking?
Oh, I thought it was a lot closer than it is.
Okay, so what do you got on that end?
Just that last mount.
No, those nuts.
Oh. 11/16.
So this end, where's my 5/8? Oh, I put it back. Weird. I wonder I couldn't find it. Okay, get after it.
I found your camera.
It's up there. Yeah, we need to keep these. I better go with the big one this time.
Okay, funny story. That's not supposed to be there. Okay, funny story.
What's his name?
That's not supposed to be there.
Hold on.
Okay, funny story. That's not supposed to be there. Okay,
What the hell
funny
is
story.
I think you screwed on the top of
Oh, yeah.
That's not
Jugs of
supposed to be
oil.
there. Okay, funny
Yeah, it's a
story.
spout for an oil bottle. Somebody messed up.
That's Bo for you.
You got another 1/2 inch extension?
Here's a really long one.
1/2 inch.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a short one.
a stubby thing.
God dang, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Maybe I won't be so clever.
I'm actually kind of surprised with that box. That thing's nice.
Yeah,
How come you always use mine then?
because I don't want mine lost. This isn't even mine.
Whose is it?
Grandpa's.
Oh.
So that's why.
You get it?
I gotta find the right spot first. I gotta find the right one first. Somehow. Crap. I don't know if I can get all that extension in there. It feels like there's a starter motor in the way. Yeah. It most certainly is.
Yeah, they kind of screwed us on this part, huh?
So, you might have to be going underneath.
Hmm.
I'm done under there, so. Oopsie, now you really have to. So come in right behind this front tire.
I was gonna come in front of. Oh, for the backside.
Well, can you slide underneath the cross member? I don't think you can.
I don't know if I can.
So you're probably gonna have to slide in from this outside. You can put my floor sliders on if you want. But we're pretty well down to this one bolt. Ouch!
I don't even not know if I'm gonna fit under here either.
Come on, I did. Okay, start out over here on this exhaust. I got the ratchet there, but it's a bad angle for me. So it's right
On
next
that
to the. It's right beside the oil filter. So you have to reach underneath.
Oh, for the exhaust bolt.
Yeah, for the other side. There you go.
This really seems like it's gonna break.
It might, so just be easy though, because
Put this.
I already turned it a little bit.
I'm just waiting to punch this frame rail.
Keep your hand open like you had it when you push on it. So that one broke. How'd that feel?
I caught the tips of my fingers, so that felt amazing.
Perfect. So that's why I always pray, but that prayer didn't work.
Is that the last one?
No, that was the first one.
Oh, nice.
So how does that make you feel?
Splendid.
And of course, it's stuck in my socket. Dang it.
Man, that starter motor is right in the way.
Ah. Sorry, little fella. Okay, where's that ratchet? I have that ratchet. So now, I can't. Can you actually get far enough you can see up onto that flange?
Yeah.
Okay, you might have to have that longer extension.
want to grab another extension?
All I have is a short. This short 3-incher work, or you need more?
Yeah, that should be alright.
I think it'll just be easier to lift without those long sections of pipe.
Mm-hmm.
And since you was under there, I just thought that you'd like to take care of that. Just make sure that you keep it straight up on that nut. And then just give it little short, easy turns. Maybe it'll come loose. Ouch. That was my finger.
Sorry.
Okay. It's getting to loosen up.
It's just getting tighter.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh. That might have been the squeak of
Freedom?
giving in.
It's getting tighter now.
Oh, that's not going to be good then. Looks like you're going to have to smash it.
Well, your hand's the one in the way.
Well,
But I can't like. Okay, there we go.
you able to get it with both hands? Well, that might have loosened up, huh?
I think so.
Just had to put the boy on it. Okay, don't lose that nut.
I don't think it came off yet.
No? No, didn't, not yet.
Was it loose enough for your fingers?
No, not at that angle. Probably have to use that socket. You getting it?
Kinda. Do your hands ever get claustrophobic?
Claustrophobic?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm not sure that hands can do that.
Or like they can do it to you.
I was having a hard time breathing under there. Well, that's because I'm fat and lazy. There isn't much thread on that one, so hopefully that'll come pretty easy. Did you get that one yet? Jeepers.
It's playing games on me.
Okay.
There we go. Do you want the bolts off these or the nuts?
Yeah. So I'll hold this pipe while you get that other one. There shouldn't be much to that other one.
This is a different size.
I don't think so. Turn it. I don't know. Might be. Bigger?
I'm thinking smaller.
I just felt that the socket wasn't going on to it.
Oh, it wasn't.
No.
Either that or this pipe's in the way. The wrong angle.
You on it?
Yeah.
Get it?
Oh, this translate is in the way.
How's that in the way?
Of me laying down.
Huh?
Of me laying down.
You been laying down all day. You better hurry up. My jelly roll's getting cold.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Are you seriously taking it off with your hand right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Now that, you have to get that flange off from there first. So you have to get them off all three pretty evenly. Well, it should only be two now, since we broke one. Can you reach up there? Here, just hold that pipe. I can do that. Fitting to smash it. Sure wish you would have brought a pry bar. Guess that's not the right tool for the wrench. What about this? This looks pry bar-ish. Not working though, is it?
Seems like it.
Ouch.
Are these pieces from the exhaust donut?
I don't know, probably.
Reaching up right here.
Yeah.
These are falling out.
Yeah, from the donut. So you're gonna have to try to get on the back side of that somewhere. See how this, I got this side down more than the other. 3. So you're gonna have to pry in. Go from the front side first on the other post stud. Because we don't even have a big screwdriver, do we? Shove that pipe over towards the outside. Kind of slam on it a little bit. See if you can get it to pop that.
I don't have enough room for this tool.
No? Yeah, just kind of slam it back and forth at that where 90's down. Sounds like you're making progress. Are you getting anywhere?
Ow.
Huh? Oh, did it bust loose on your face?
No, it busted loose between my elbow and the trans fan.
Nice. Oh, I thought you said it busted loose.
Well,
Just the one.
right on the edge of.
So now, do you have room to go up and down with it on the back side of the pipe?
It's like barely on the edge of each one.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to. Yeah, try up and down. Did you get it? There you go. Now shoot that sucker out the front.
Out the front? Do you want these pipes?
Yeah. Or just shoot it out the side you came in.
I'm just gonna shoot it out the front right here.
Huh?
I'm just gonna go out the front. Okay.
Okay. Where'd you send it? Oh. Okay. Have you ever noticed I say okay a lot?
And alright.
And so.
Okay, I put your extension up on the floor.
Number 2 straight pipe out the way.
Now I need a bigger ratchet.
Yeah, hand me that one up.
I put your bigger extension up there.
Yeah, I found it. So what you're going to want to do, because you're going to be pulling on this ratchet to go loose, is get back over
By the tire?
probably. So then that way you can pull on it.
Yeah.
Is that short extension not going to work in there?
No, it's hitting the starter motor.
Well, how's that going to work? Because I can also give you a short socket as well.
This should be good.
Is that going to hook up?
Yeah, it should.
So you're going to have to do everything you can to keep that straight when you're reefing on her, because it's going to be good and tight. So we've got her ready. Got a chain across there. Now we're going to see if this guy's skid steer can manage to slide it through that little hole. Sure, we'll mess something up. Here we go.
Alright, you're rolling.
No, you are.
I don't want to do this.
Watch what's going on. All the way into the back of the truck. Talk about it.
Okay, you're good.
That was super complicated getting it out of that little hole.
you want him to angle it to pour all this out so it doesn't pour in the bed of your truck?
It don't matter. I ain't scared. We're working. Just watch him against the gate there.
Just keep coming.
Have him turn.
Turn.
Might not be able to.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
Whoa.
Whoa! I don't know if that scared you, but it scared me.
Ease her down.
Come down. Is that gonna hit? Ooh, wow.
I told you, we don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna do it anyway. That'll do there, Jim. Just set her down.
Okay, roll.
Oh, yeah, watch
That
the
would've been
corner of
bad.
that bed.
You want to try to roll it a little bit and pick up and then roll down?
Well, you can back up and then do that.
Why would he back up?
So that when he rolls,
Ooh, look at that cap, Dad.
okay, just back straight up.
Just back straight up. Sweet.
Super. So, we're gonna take this home and see what happens. Get the wood out of the intake. Okay, I need to finish up this pilot bearing whatever video stuff that I started. So, this is what we found to put it in. 78 454. So we'll see how it turns out. Maybe a teardown. Maybe we'll try to make a run first. I don't know. Anywho's, right here is where the pilot bearing goes. So, when I'm ready, I'll get that smashed into there. Maybe start out tapping it, but we'll finish off smashing it. Get this closed out. I'll have another video. I'm actually helping one of these high school seniors finish up his project since they're kicked out of school. So you'll get to see some more pilot bearing clutch tranny install action with that truck. So for now, with the Rattle-Can project over here, I think we're going to close this one out. We'll definitely have more to come. So if you guys could get that like button for me, subscribe, leave me a comment. When you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification. I'm going to be there every Monday. So I hope to see you in the next one.